Hi, this is Charlie from Path of the Bee. Well, it's spring's kind of slowly starting to creep around the corner. Um, Temperature's been warming up about highs of 48, almost 50. Some days we get sun. Some days, well, like today, it's just now starting to rain just lightly. Um, I've been thinking about my beekeeping stuff pretty seriously, and so I think today is the day that I'm going to go ahead and feed bees. I'm going to add pollen patties and try and get everybody tuned up and at super strength early in the spring when natural pollen starts coming in. So I'm going to start a full-scale feeding program right now. I'm out here by the old yellow Chevy pickup. I've got 4 or 5 colonies that I overwintered on the back of it, and I'll just show you how I'm going to add pollen and feed. So, all right, well, here we go. Okay, so I got about 15 gallons of syrup mixed up in my ATV tank here, and it's kind of almost getting ugly with the weather, but we're gonna go ahead and have some help here, and we're gonna take the lid off, the inner cover. We're gonna put down a queen excluder and put a pollen patty. I got some global 15% pollen patties for the spring to get them tuned up, and then I'm gonna add a Cera-Cell top feeder, which is what I really like to use, and then we'll just go ahead and fill that up out of the ATV tank and button them back up for a few more days. It's going to be warm weather. Highs in every day is going to be up in the 50, high 40s, low 50s, I guess, and at night it's just going to hit barely freezing. It's supposed to be a lot of precip for the next few days, so they'll be kind of sequestered inside. They have had a day or two to have some cleansing flights and get out, so I think it's going to be a good time to go ahead and get them fed up good. So, all right, well, I'll get busy on this. I've got my selfie stick here today, so it's a little bit difficult to do stuff, but I'll bring you back in when I got something more to show you. Okay, so I'll give her a little bit of smoke here. It's spitting rain just a little bit, and so we're gonna kind of take our life in our hands here. Here's my hive tool. I'll crack this loose. Oh yeah, they don't like that. A little more smoke. Okay, that's a pretty nice cluster up there. Looks like there's, they do still have some honey. See here, I can cut some honey in here. They got it going on, so they're not totally starved out. They're looking pretty healthy. It'll do us a lot of good to get these going. You can see here that the mold and stuff, even in this colony, is doing good. Still building moisture in there, but up front where that hole was at, not as much. I'm gonna knock these bees off. Okay, so here I'm gonna put this queen excluder in here, and I'm gonna put it with the long wires down and the cross wires up. That gives me just a little bit more space above to get my pollen patty in here. I have here global 15% pollen patties, so that's 15% natural pollen, and they're also 15% protein. So these are pretty good. I'm gonna put them over here in the center. Looks like the colony is spread all out here up on top pretty good. Squish them down all right, and then what I've got going on here is that I have a Cera-Cell feeder. I made these little lips for them to sit in, and we'll set that right on top here. And then I'll grab my grab the hose from my ATV, and we'll fill this up with some syrup. It'll take about a minute. These hold about 2 gallons really comfortably, and so that works out really nice. I added some homemade Honeybee Healthy here, so it smells pretty nice. Got a little lemongrass scent in there, and this ought to work pretty good for us. It'll stimulate the bees for sure to start a really active brood nest early. I would expect in about 2 weeks to see the buttercups starting in, and if not, for sure in 3 weeks. So then we'll be getting natural pollen in, and I'll continue to feed until there's some sort of nectar coming in to keep these guys going. My hopes are to be able to divide some of these this spring and maybe expand a little bit. Okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna put the cover back on upside down, and I do that to keep bees from getting into the entrance and getting into that feeder and drowning. So then we'll put the lid back on and tighten the ratchet strap down. We got a few more to do here, and we'll do that. Okay. Okay, well, we got those colonies all fed up. One of them was in dire need of some help, so I'm glad we accomplished that. I've got some other colonies and some other apiaries I'm gonna go work on today, try and get them fed up and hopefully working good towards getting maybe being able to expand them this spring. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.